How to avoid false breakout. Hello traders, this is Igor from FX Igor YouTube channel, and today I will talk about some practical tips to turn losses into wins and the most important thing, how to avoid false breakout. So let me start from the beginning. First, this is easy. This kind of picture you can see everywhere. So you have a false breakout, after false breakout you enter into trade, you have a news in your advantage, etc. But this is something is beautiful only on image. However, in practice, you will see something different. First thing that you need to know is that the best trade you can trade as a trade is when you can break strong support and strong. On the image right now, you see a strong support, and the strong support where you had 1, 2, 3, 4 strong attempts to go down. It didn't go down, and after fifth attempt, you can see a strong bearish move, and this is beautiful. But these situations in real trading still are very rare. It's not so often. Maybe sometimes you can see this on daily chart, 4-hour chart, and you can, of course, you will use that to make a strong gain and make profit. But there is something that I want to share with you, and that's a very, very common situation. So look this, I made a sell trade just where this red arrow is right now on the screen, and I put a stop loss on the strong blue resistance. You cannot see the full picture, but there were I think 5 or 6 attempts. It was a strong resistance, and I think it was a previous monthly low and a weekly high, and etc. It was a really strong resistance. I put stop loss, and looks what happened. In one moment we have a huge spike. In that moment my stop loss will react. I will close my trade, and just in couple minutes the price will start to go in direction that I want, in bearish direction, and I will lose the perfect trade. And the expression that traders use very often in prop companies is wash up. I use very often. It's a moment when you create a trade, you create an entry position, you put a stop loss, you put a target, and the price reach your stop loss, you lose a trade in just 1 pip or 2 pips, and then very fast go in opposite direction, in direction that you wanted to target, and you instead to create a huge profit, sometimes with a good risk reward ratio, you make loss. And this is the very bitter taste in the mouth. It's a moment when instead to create a really good profit, you just miss the trade, plus you create a loss. Small loss, but this is something that I getting all the time. So because of that, I'm very nimble. I monitor my trades very often, and sometimes I re-enter with this sometimes happen situation like this. Usually this is something that can happen during the important news, but sometimes you will see this just because of that. No reason. Without any news, you can see this crazy spike and then continuation in direction that you want. You remember this chart, and this is the charts when sometimes you have a choppy market. The choppy market can be a huge problem. I talked previously about this problem. I will just repeat again, just to think a little bit again. You see, for example, here you think it's a breakout, go down, go bearish, because we have a railway pattern, we have the red bearish move, very strong, and then very often the next candle is bullish, and you don't know what to do, and you try to either to move stop loss, either you close a trade, and then you see the clear breakout, and now you're sure, okay, now I'm above resistance, I have 2 green candles, 2 hours, we are in bullish trend, yes, I will go. Then just then last in the next hour you see another bearish candle, then strong bearish move, and you have a free losing trades in a row, and all the time you see the market in the right way, but you make mistakes, and this is the problem that is correlated with this. Like I said in the previous video, I repeat again, you think this is the bearish move because you see the 4 bearish candles, but look the weeks, it's unclear, and right now you see what's happened. The next is a green one, and believe me, it will go up. And I said the good thing, like the Michael Butters do, is to put a lot of lines, to put all resistance, all support, previous resistance, previous support, October open, April open, November open, December open, all kind of months open, high, lows, put everything on the chart and just think and try to write all trend lines and see intersections and checking everything, but you cannot beat the market this way all the time. And sometimes you can draw the relative strength index trend line and you can try to use that to decide, but it's not. And because of that, in this video, I want to give you something that you always need to do. And don't forget this. You can add currency strength indicator on your chart. And it's good at least 1 or 2 times per day. One during the Euro session, one during the US session, for example, just to check which currency is the strongest today and which currency is the weakest today. Of course, if you don't want to use indicators, you can go to the website. You have, for example, currency strength meter website. You can go there, just check. For example, today US dollar is strong, and you can use this. You can use this very often. You can switch to see on the daily, on 4 hours or 4 hours, what is the currency is the strongest, what is the weakest. And as you can see right now on the chart, you see that you can use and sell New Zealand dollar, US dollar, because the US dollar is the strongest, New Zealand dollar is the weakest, and you can use that. But why I'm talking this? I'm talking because sometimes if you check the currency strengths, you can realize, for example, that if you have problem and you cannot decide, is it choppy market, is it US dollar bullish or bearish, you just look the currency strength, or you check the other currencies. For example, you can go and put on the chart euro dollar, British pound dollar. Look these 2 charts. What you can see right now in this moment, US dollar is strong because the both charts are similar. You see the bearish move right now, so you are clear. You don't need to think about, oh, maybe British pound will recover or euro dollar recover. No, on the old chart you see strong bearish move for all currencies that go against the US dollar. US dollar is strong. In that case, you need to have the clear direction, clear session directions. For US session, I know I'm bullish. For Euro session, I know I'm bullish or bearish. And when you have a clear direction, wide stop loss, you draw trend lines on relative strength index, you able to have a wider stop loss, and you check all the currencies and everything. In that case, you will avoid false breakout, because when you trade strong and weak currencies, plus you use a trend line relative strength index, plus you are checking on multi-time frames your pair, you will be protected from the false breakouts. So in all these examples, I just want to tell you that you need to be very patient. Sometimes when you have a choppy price and maybe false breakouts, just put a wider stop loss. Maybe 10 pips above or below the support or above the resistance, and wait. If you have a choppy price, of course, check, are there any news today? Because the news will change everything. If you don't have any news, if your market is in your direction, if you have all things on your side, every trigger that you have is on your side, you will have the confidence. When you have a confidence, there is a high probability that you will avoid false breakout, be on the right direction, and make a profit. And don't forget one important thing. Think about the market time. So you know 1, 2, 3 hours after the market is open in the Euro session or US session, usually we have the strongest move, and then you should expect the strong move. Of course, on the end of the Euro session, or in the end between the Euro session and US session, or just before the Asia session, you will not have all the time a good opportunity to enter into trades. It's not the moment when you should chase for high or lows. So think about market timings. If everything is on your side, you will have the confidence. If you have a confidence and greed strategy, you will not be afraid of false breakouts. So this is it. I wish you a great day, and bye-bye.